Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Scriptor, and we're back here on Kappa's Head Apprentice 2 in Dyson Sphere program. Yes, we are. Icarus is still mighty red and shiny, and everything is good. The sun is shining, and we have power. What was that all about? Well, you remember this lovely, green, lush, jungle, ocean, planet thing? Yeah, it looks like this now. Sorry. I did it. I did what I said I was going to do. I did it. So, let's have a look around, shall we? You can already see there's stuff over here. This right over here, this is our current bottleneck, believe it or not. I have this lovely little mod that gives you more information where it says here minus output, or minus max output 11.9 per second. This bed can hold 12, and you can see there's a little gap there, and there's a little gap there. That's 11.9 per second. That's the only copper we have, and you see how fast we're going through it. Because we have this little smelting area over here with 40 smelters. And most of them have nothing to do. Like, there's a few over here. Maybe 8. If you're lucky. That's it. I mean, if we're getting 12 per second here, then 12 of these would be running, right? Because they smelt 1 per second. So that's about how much we get. We have room for 40. We need more copper. Yes, we need more copper. We also need other stuff. But first of all, let me give you a little bit of a tour. There's a little bit more to see here. Let's go planet view mode. There you go. Oh yes. So we do have a full solar wind belt around the planet. And as you can see, the sun is right here. You can see all the solar panels turning the right way. Yup, it's midday. It's lovely. There's a few dots and spaces around the place where there's coal veins or oil nodes or something. I could have plastered over them. I may need them someday. Also, it looks quite cool when you actually have your resource there, I think. Right, so let's dig into it. Let's see what we have. We have copper smelting. We have titanium smelting. We have iron smelting. We have silicon smelting. We have further processing of all the iron. As you can see, there's steel over here, there's magnets, 2 rows of them because we need a lot. There's more steel over here, so again, 2 rows of them. That's 20 steel makers. And we also have gears over here. Then, a little further down the road, we have all the stone stuff, including foundations, so I'm importing some steel straight from over here. Well, it's stone, so we're also making glass into prisms. Then we're doing electromagnets and the plasma exciters over here. I remember things. Then we have this monstrosity right here. That's oil cracking, mirrored on the other side, and hydrogen into deuterium in the middle. There's a little bit of bad spaghetti going on here, just a little bit. Well, it's looking pretty cool and symmetrical. I like that. We're also getting some water over here because it was close by, so we filled up our water tanks. Going forward, we have the alternate recipe for the meshes and for the carbon nanofiber tubes or whatever they're called. Can I? Yes, I can. So it's this recipe right here with the spiniform, you know the dilemma, right? Stalagmite crystal, which we are mining right here on this planet, right there. There's still 1 million left. It's glorious. And the fire eyes, which you don't get over here, but we get it on the next planet, 1 over. So we're mining that, so we don't have to do all of this with the sulfuric acid and the graphite, because this is what we are still missing, and we're gonna do that in a minute. I need that for a lot of things. Thankfully, not for that. That's quite good, actually, because we needed meshes. Alright. Let's move on. We have graphite and diamonds and graphite. Yeah, there's a lot of graphite over here. So that's 30 graphite smelters and 1 that turns into diamonds straight away. There's some oil coming from over here. 6.3, really? I mean, we had, what? The best was 2.27, I believe, on our home planet, on our starter planet. So that's quite good. We only have 1 row of circuit board makers. They are running constantly if they get the copper, and as you can see, we're slightly running out of copper here. How are we looking for copper? Yeah, stuff is more or less coming in. Most of the drones are just sitting around for nothing. Okay, sure. We don't have enough copper. That's a bit of a thing. Then we have motors, turbines, and the supermotor turbine things. I can't remember what they're called. Also, a little more belt spaghetti over here. I tried to put this in a way so that these could feed onto a belt, but also into the next machine. Well, not these guys, but these guys. Onto a belt, but also into the next machine. That doesn't really seem to do what I wanted to do. So I added one more rows of motors so we actually get motors. Otherwise they get converted into turbines constantly because we don't have any of each. Yeah, these are being used quite heavily. These, not so much. As soon as these filled up, we started getting these, but we never got any of these because these never filled up. You see, there's another 50 gone. So, yeah, we have more of those now. Yeah, you know. You know what? Let's actually fly over there because it looks way cooler when you fly and crash into things. Woo! Gives you a little bit of a scale here. Keep flying. Thank you. Right. Processors. And the required components for the processors. I don't think you need these for anything else. So I'm feeding them directly into the processors and be done with it. That seems to work. As you can see, nothing's running. I have all the materials, no problem. But processors are backed up. Don't need them. Fine. That's good to hear, right? The engines for the drones, these guys. And then we also having the, what are you called? Particle containers, right. We're always short on particle containers, but it looks like we're actually filling up here. We have 5,000. We also have plastic. Plastic is good. Plastic is over here, a little bit. Just 20. 20 is good, right? 20 organic crystals. This is the standard recipe because it's just water, it's just fuel, it's just plastic. We do have plastic. Water is for free from over there, you've seen that, and fuel comes from the oil cracking, and I don't need it for anything else right now, so that was quite easy. Then for these we are missing, that's the first thing, we need sulfuric acid right here, and without that we're not getting any of these, for example. That is bad. Also, I think, yeah, these, we need more of those. That's my last 3. Need more of those, but those we can make, that's fine. It's just, without these, we can't ship anything from another planet to here. So sulfuric acid is a priority right now. Then we have the, what are you, titanium crystals? Yeah, couple of those. This is where the belts get wonky. I wanted to squeeze them in here because there was a free slot, so I had to move the station over here because you can't fit it over here. You could probably fit it, but it won't snap there because there's this big one in the way. This is the spacing between the small ones. If you have a big one, because you have this big circle on top, you have this kind of spacing here. So yeah, it's a bit of a thing. So I had to put it down here, which is okay with me, but it also meant we're getting closer to the North Pole here, and that meant putting an assembler right here would intersect with the belt, as you can see here quite clearly, if I move my cursor out of the way, somewhere, right, and then the sorters won't snap because the building is in the way, so if I want to snap something to here to move, what are you even, to move the crystals into this assembler, then it will say I can't snap here, that thing is in the way, so I have to move it off to the right. Looks a bit weird, but still symmetrical and okay, I think. The big thrusters for the logistic vessels, can't produce those right now. Sulfuric acid. Then we do have the hydrogen fuel rods, so if we run out of fuel, this is what we can use, because these, well, sulfuric acid, right? And that's pretty much the last batch right here. We're still looking okay, no problem there, but we are running out of supply, so we do need to do something. Oh, there's more. Don't think we're done yet. No. Also set up the heavy-duty frames. What are you? Frame material, right. As you can see, they need titanium alloy, sulfuric acid. Lenses? Lenses need these. Yeah, okay. Am I producing that somewhere? I can't even remember. Is that over here? It's over there, right? It's these. No, you're the Deuteron Fuel Rod. Is that what I'm eating here? Deuteron Fuel Rods? Isn't that a strange matter? That's a strange matter. I may have not set that up yet. That could be a thing. Not that it matters right now, really. Don't need them just this second. I do need some of this, which is missing everything, it seems, because I'm not requesting it yet. So let's set that. And no, stop. I don't need that much. This is just resources we use for crafting, so why would I ever want to have 5,000 in here? I moved charging power down to... Ooh, they're coming back. Down to minimum, because, you know, power is a little bit of a thing. And minimum load of drones up to 100%, so they only go when they're actually full, so we're getting, right now, 50 per drone. As I said before, I don't think it's a good idea to have them go for just 3. I mean, why would you? There's room for 5,000 here, a drone can carry 50. Surely, if we work in multiples of 50, and that will only go up, since we're still researching load capacity, but I think that the best they can do is 100. So as long as we request at least that, which is the minimum you can set, we just wait until it's empty and then get more. And if we set it to 500, it doesn't even need to be empty before they go and get more. That's fine. It's better to have one drone go, carrying 100, than have 20 drones go, each carrying 5, and then we're missing 19 drones somewhere else. So this is the way I've been doing it right now. Are you going? Is it working? It seems to be working. Stuff is going. Are you going where you're supposed to go? Yeah, sure. This is where we store the stuff, so this is set to maximum. You just produce until this is full and then we're okay. That's what we're trying to do here. So everywhere where I'm producing something, the output will be set to maximum capacity and the input will be set to something around 500, 1,000, 2,000. Depends. How are you doing? Photon combiner. That's the last thing I set up. So if we look at all of this, we are currently missing... these are not being produced yet, because we don't have that. For that, we need the particle collider. Right. I didn't bring any particle colliders with me, and I think we only have like 2. To make those, I need titanium alloy, we need sulfuric acid. So that's why I haven't made any production line for that yet. I think we can do that later together. I could have set it up belt-wise, but since I don't have a single particle collider on me, I can't even measure this out. So there was no way to set that up really. So yeah, we're missing, this isn't being produced yet because we're missing resources. This is the thing we definitely need the most. And then we need to set up that. And then we only have the solar sail and the Dyson sphere component yet. I think everything else on this page is being produced. Even these. As soon as we get the resources in to make all that happen. But it's technically being produced. If you don't believe me, I can show you. Right over here. This is our new research area. This looks so lovely. I like it. I have it set up for all the different cubes that we can get. So there's the 2 missing ones that we haven't gotten around to researching yet. But we do have the blue ones over here. And you know, it takes 3 seconds to make 1, so I have 3 laps down, so we're getting 1 per second. There's a couple more laps over here, that's 6, because the red cubes need 6 seconds. That's 8 for 8 seconds. And I think that's 10 for 10 seconds. This will be 12 seconds. And this is 15 seconds for the white ones. It's all set up. As far as can be, because if we don't have the resource, I can't click on it to request it. So we do need to do a little bit more work here. And then I'm probably going to expand this further, because just 1 per second isn't really enough at all. So as soon as this is all done, it gets moved over here. And we're requesting the first 3 in this guy, and the next 3 in this guy here, station thing, logistics, planetary, wonderful madness. And then we're just moving that into research labs, and that's right now 15, because that's what I had, and it looks cool. Right there. That's where you want to live, right up here in the corner. Good view. All the things. Also painted a target on top of the planet there, for reasons. we're constantly running short on soil pile, so I need to plaster some other planet to get enough soil pile to make more, to lay down more foundations, because foundations are not really a problem, but not enough soil pile is. Look at that, look at what's going on here. Let's get a little higher. Ooh, yoo-hoo! Look at that. It's absolute madness. I love this so much. It looks absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna go with this flying thing. He says while crashing into things. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, there's more. Yeah, there's more. To the south of the equator energy belt, let's see. We are actually producing 435 megawatts and we are only using about 200. But not all of this is running at the same time. A lot of it is. But we're still doing good. I find that quite surprising, but I also like it very much. To the south of the equator we have the pocket crafting, our little shopping mall, or whatever you want to call it. So let's go through this really quick. All the resources we make, the intermediate resources, the basic resources, all that stuff, is requested over here in nice to handle packages. So right now over here I'm requesting all of this stuff because that's what is needed to make the planetary station and the interstellar station. Is it interstellar? Yeah, look at me. I know things. No, this was just luck. So this is working quite nicely, no problem here. Still have 3 on me, have 50 ready to go, and there's a lot of them on the belt. Now I'd like to have these go. I have everything, just not that. Sulfuric acid, we need to go and grab some. I could have made some in a chem station? Chem lab, that's the thing. How did I go 7 days to die now? That's weird. Yeah, in a chem station, sure, why not? Also, I always pick the path through where I actually put one of these towers. There are so many spaces in between where I can walk through, but I always pick this one. Every single time. I'm really good at that. Yeah. So, again, over here, sulfuric acid is missing. Over here, looking good, no problem. I already have quite a bunch on me, so we're looking good for now. Warpers, lenses. Not producing right now because strange matter is missing because sulfuric acid. You know the problem, right? So I have all of this grouped over here because that is, you know, logistics and what's needed to make that work, including the warpers. That's why this single little tower is sitting here. Yeah, it's a bit of a thing. This is also hooked up to supply these, the water pulse. As you can see, they will fill up in here, those 2 slots, which are my personal use, and the rest will move in here. And then all of that goes over into the big ones right there. They are all, well, one of them is requesting and putting it on a belt, and the others are just taking from that belt. So we should be ready to go as soon as we get the first warpers in. Right, over here's all the liquid and gassy stuff. There's the cam labs, the oil refineries, and the pumps. See, I did it again! Yeah, right here. You know, I can jump. I always forget that I can jump over these because it just doesn't look like you can. But yeah, rocket-assisted jump. This I'm a little bit proud of. This is the belt chain, and it could do with some optimization here. I could have moved these belts off to the side here, and obviously the other side, instead of in front, which means I could have moved the whole thing 1 field up, and then this sorter right here, could have taken straight out of the box. That would have been okay and cool and lovely. This still works, it looks cool, it's symmetrical, I like it, we're gonna stick with it. Because why wouldn't we? With that. Guess what? Same is happening over here with the sorters. And yeah, can't really complain. Working quite nicely. This is just here because, you know, you need to have 1 empty slot there, otherwise nothing is going to be put in there. This is what we're going to do now. Set up the water pumps. I have these over here because I have the motors already in here. And the circuit boards. And I only need the iron and the stone, which comes from, well, over here, mostly. And the stone from over there. Adds a little bit of belt spaghetti. That doesn't really count, right? It's just 1 belt. Can't really Spaghetti isn't just one noodle, right? If you eat spaghetti, there's more than one. Otherwise, the whole thing doesn't work. I have a lot of these, and I'm going to take a bunch of these with me when I go to the next planet, because we're going to need to set up power. Also, I have wind turbines quite a lot. They are being produced straight up over here. See, I'm doing it again. I noticed before I moved into the gap now, but I'm doing it again. Wow. Alright, we have miners, which we didn't do so far. I only have one machine set up for that, because, hey, how often do you need miners? If you do need them, you need them in bulk, like 50 of them. But then you're good for like 6 hours until you need the next resource, or until you're running out of another resource. So it's not really that bad. I have 3 on me. You know what? Let's take 20, put the rest back. That's fine. So straight into a box here. No need to keep it back up. There's always some in here, but you know. Until we come back to get more, the box will be full. Smelters, same. If you need some, you need like 50 or 100 because you're making a big smelting area. But after that, that's done. You're probably going on with some other tasks because you're already bored. So, yeah. Straight into the box, 2 machines. Also, these guys. I don't know if I'm ever going to use them again. Maybe in emergency cases, or if I have a planet that has like 50 million coal and I don't really need it for anything other than mining titanium, then yeah, sure, feed me. Why not? If that is a planet that has like 20% wind and 10% solar because it's in the far outer reaches, like, you know, Pluto, and don't start the discussion if Pluto is a planet, you lose. No matter which way you go. So that's when you can use thermal energy. Otherwise, I don't see the point. So yeah, it's produced. But then again, yeah. We are also producing science labs now, for some reason. Basically because I checked the recipe and saw that I had all the resources on this belt. Right here. So, why not? Might as well, right? It's all of that. It's gorgeous. Wind turbines, storage, better power poles, regular power poles, liquid storage, all here, splitters. That looks quite cool though. This setup, it's not really scalable in any way, but it only uses this tower with 5 different inputs, and then the glass from this tower, because this tower only really needed these 2 resources to do these sorters and these sorters, I believe. No, just these actually. Those 2 beds only go in here. These have their own machine right here. Oh, stuff is actually coming in. Look at that. This is for the... It's not for sorters, it's for assemblers. Mark 1, 2, and 3 assemblers. And I think we're only missing 1 resource here, which I don't know what it is right now, because we haven't researched the assemblers yet. Well, I could look it up, but I don't want to. There you go. And last but not least, over here, I have set up an assembling array for miniature particle colliders. I have no idea why I did this. It's way too much. Well, let's switch it to demand and see what happens. It's already set up for everything. Let's see what we are not producing. Well, those guys. Because those guys need these guys, which need sulfuric acid. So I think it's about time we get this done. But first of all, let's see all the drones come in. Beep. Emptying onto the belts. That's a nice setup with 6 belts. Quite cool. Blue sorters, so you see a bunch of resources getting picked up at once, filling all the internal buffers. And it's a lot of internal buffer for these guys. We've already seen that a couple streams back. I don't think for these, but for other big projects like these guys right here. Yup. Okay, that belt is full. That belt is about to be full. There's a 3rd resource somewhere. Oh, right there. It's going to take a second or 2. And then we're still missing 2 of them. And that's all because of the freaking sulfuric acid. So, let's have a look at our little system. It's not that little, actually. And I think we're in luck because we're currently very close to Kappa Serpentis 1, which is exactly where we need to go for sulfuric acid. Also, for the copper we need. And we're probably going to set up a bunch more mines for iron ore, for titanium. And I think that's it over here. There's not much coal there. We could use that coal for power, it would last a while. Especially if we smelt that into graphite first. But I think with 123% solar energy ratio, we are good. With just solar power. Over here, I'm already mining the fire ice. 26 million? Yeah, that's good. Unfortunately, no copper, otherwise I would have gotten it there as well. But it does have titanium and does have silicon, so if we need to expand that enterprise, we will go there. And again, we seem to be right here at noon. That's one reason to have this, just for that. It's so cool. So, let's go up. Ooh, are we up? Are we up? We are up. There you go. Copper Serpentis 1. Are we a little bit wasteful today? Yes, we are. Whoa, shot right past it. Where is it? Right there! I had hoped to hit it. It wasn't meant to be. And now we're in orbit. Perfect. Oh, look at that sunrise. Or is it a sunset? You know, it really depends, right? So let's see if we can find a little spot here while I'm circling this thing. Look at that. Look at me go. Oh, that's glorious. We have planet actual inclination 9 degrees, orbit 7 degrees. That's not too bad. That means we should basically get a lot of sunshine on both poles most of the time. So that's where we could set up some solar. And then I see there's like 4 or 5 copper veins right here with some iron in the middle. I'm still circling. Can you see me go down there at the South Pole? Right there. This is glorious. Let's land. Let's find... Well, that was a smooth landing. It's not what I intended, though. Let's find those copper veins. Right here. And I think that's silicon, was it? Silicon, titanium, iron, was that? No, it's over here. That iron was in the middle of it, right? I'm here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it these 5? It was these 5 over here, wasn't it? It was these 5 I was looking at. Could also be these 5. Could be more than 5. That's another one. Why am I talking like this? That's infuriating. What's that even for a word? Alright, let's go to the North Pole. Let's set up some solar power. Then probably go over here because there's copper and sulfuric acid. And, you know, that's our main goal. So, let's go there. Fly! Icarus! Into the sun! Boom! Well, that's as close as you can be, right? How are we in terms of hilly area? There's a lot here. That's lovely. Let's get started with this. That was 28,000 soil pile just like that. And I don't know why I'm painting this pattern. It's just, I've started with it and it looks quite okay. There you go. The next would be over here, and this is exactly where I want to go right now, because this gives a lot. 21,000. 23,000. I need all of that. Please. I still have some foundations on me, not that many though, so I might stop it here. And grab some more of this stuff right here. Oh, 350,000. That is looking good. $470,000. I think that's enough for now. I think we're good looking here. Okay, this looks like it is a little bit in the shadow up here. Well, we'll figure that out in a second. So now that we actually have a target, the North Pole, we can actually go here and start setting stuff up. Right here, 200 solar panels. Okay, let's go with that. I probably want to do something like this. Although, you know what? Why? Why would I? We're gonna go straight with solar panels right here. That is about enough. They seem to be getting solar energy, all of them. They're all turning towards the sun. None of them are red, they're all shiny blue, so they're all getting sunlight. Let's go over here and see if that is the same for this row. And for this one. So far it's looking good. Oh, we actually got a research finished, look at us. So that's 7.65 megawatts, that's nothing. So I guess we continue for a little bit. You would be here. I forgot how this works. You don't fit in the middle there, that's right. It's the freaking fault lines. It's the fault of the fault lines. Not the Falklands. Don't get me wrong there. That's a different story altogether. How did we even arrive at that? I have no idea. This is a bit weird though. Can't have that. It's not a thing I can do. That's the same over here. You are a very weird planet. Well, let's do it like this, why not? Can't fit anything in between here, but I can fit something in between here. That's not gonna work. That is what I thought. Why does it work over here then? Did I misplace anything? No, they're all on the main meridian, so that should work quite nicely. Is it you? You fit there. Oh, you're in the wrong spot. You belong here. That would explain something. Alright. Probably the next ring will fit once around, so we are probably going to try that as well. This is way easier to place if you just do a top-down view though. It helps a lot. There's not much to talk about right now. Just in case you were wondering, but nothing to do but placing solar panels. Alright, one more right here. Yeah, and this is on the 45-degree angle right here. So this works nicely. Yeah, there is a pattern, right? How many do we have left? 96. So I placed 104. Is that what you're telling me? Because I had 200 when I came here. is something where the God mode comes in handy while building, because then you can just move your camera around as you please. You don't need to wait for this guy to be somewhere close by. Because then I can just put him up here. He needs to be around. You can't have him on the other side of the planet, because then you're outside of build range. Yeah, that's looking good. I can live with that. Sure, why not? How are we doing? 32.4 megawatts. It's okay. Could be better. Right, where are we? And where is the copper? There's a little bit over there, but I think we wanted to go right here. So that is 2 o'clock. So it's somewhere there. I think I said this is the first one because there's sulfuric acid and there is copper. Let's start with the copper because that will take up a weird shape in terms of space and placement. So I want to get that out of the way first. And I want to get as many as possible on here. Don't really care for efficiency. It's weird coming from me, right? It's just the more we have here, well, the faster we mine this dry, but it's 3 million, as you can see right there. I'm not really worried of mining this dry too fast. I'm more worried about getting resources in as quickly as possible. I can get one more in here. There you go. 367. That's not bad. 32.2, and our belts can do 30. That's not too bad. Just need more than one belt. Alright, where are they? Right here. I'm gonna put you there. That looks good to me. And then we're probably gonna take these 3, maybe 4, and move them in here, and we're gonna take the rest and move it in to the side here, and that should be good. And I didn't bring the fast belts. Yeah, there was that. Okay, so we need even more than that. Let's see, you go here, and then I can get you into the side there, right? That would work. There you go. Put you on that one as well. Ooh. Just thinking how to do this. I could put that one on there as well. And then have like these 3 on one side. But then again, this can do what? 12, right? 12. 7 veins, 8 veins, 7 veins, that's more than 12 already. So we do need to go back, grab the better belts and upgrade this, and then we should be fine. I think that's what we're gonna do. For now we're just gonna connect it. Also having little problems with the amount of belts I have in total, which is lovely. So we're gonna leave that for now. Since we have to come back anyway to upgrade, might as well leave it there just now. You are on this line right here. Okay. You know what? We probably don't need this input, right? Yeah. I know. Famous last words, so we're not gonna do that. I'm gonna do it like this instead. That's not even covering everything. That's how many miners we have here. So how about we do these, and then we do these. That should do it. Shot on power? 45%? Well, that's because this guy is getting power. So, charging power, don't need. You can charge at home. Wow, minimum power. Load of drones, all of it. Load of vessels, all of it. Distance to enable warp, we can leave it where it is. I'm gonna set this to 1 light year. the nearest star is like 3 light years, so these vessels will stay within this system and never go anywhere else, which is what I want to achieve here. Looking good. Put that in, put that in. Accept. Wait a second, could I name you? Ooh. Ooh. Really? Copper and acid. Sounds like a techno song from the 90s. But okay, sure. You're doing this. Local supply, no, local demand, remote supply, 10,000. Get it. All of it. And as soon as we have a certain threshold, these guys should go and deliver. I may not have this set up to request remotely, so don't know. What if I do that? Local is local, right? It's on this planet, so that won't do anything. Because local could also be this system. You know, it really depends on how you put it. So I guess it's that, and it seems like either nobody is requesting, or we can transport 500 at once. Or even more. And yeah, carrying capacity is actually 500. But it doesn't look like anybody is requesting it right now. Okay. I can live with that for a second. Also seem to be having enough power for the moment. Just about. Not for long. Alright. How are we gonna tackle this? I mean, there is more than enough sulfuric acid, right? There's some there and some there and there. Yeah, we're not gonna have any issue mining enough, so might as well make this look decent. Let's see. You're up there. This is the next belt that goes up to there, and this is perfect because this would be the next area that I'm plastering over. So how about we do that a little bit? Let's say we do it right here and make this nice and flat area where we can actually put down some of these pumps. This is looking quite okay. Let's see. I need to go down a little. Okay, well, that's fine. That's not really avoidable. I can do the same on this side. Just flatten it out. I could do a strip in the middle there and then have them go both sides if I wanted. No, I think we're just gonna flatten this out right here. Which is a bit of a thing because we're getting close to the corner here. It doesn't need to look good, but you know me, right? You can't have that. Let's do something like this. This is weird and jagged and whatnot. It's pretty sure that's not supposed to be that way, but okay. Need foundation support. And I need to turn you around, otherwise nothing is going to happen. So can I put you along here, or do I need to go one up? Oh, one up is fine. How about that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So I assume that up there is also 9 or 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that's 19. That's a weird number. You're the wrong thing. You're the right thing. In that case, well, let's have one down here somewhere. Need liquid source. There then. This is gonna be fun. I'm not getting that one. Are you kidding? Not bad. So how fast are you? You're doing 70 per minute, so that's a little more than 1. And we have 10 on this side. So this build can do 12, so that's just about right. Lovely. Remember when I said we're not gonna need this input? There you go. Also inclined to put a tank in between here, just to hold the surplus. Also because the tank will always move maximum items onto the belt if this is backed up, and then we drain it fast because 6 ships are taking off and all of a sudden we're short 3000 sulfuric acid. Out of these you can only get so much. A tank will always fill up the belt. So that could be an interesting idea to pull off. Lack of item. Oh, that's nice. That's quite true. There is no items. We have no belts. And I don't have material to make any. So, yeah, that's that. Thankfully, we don't need any because we've done what we needed to do. We've connected this stuff. Local demand, remote supply. That's what we do. So they should be able to go. Do I need to move this up? No. Right? Must equip warpers? Don't need that. Okay, let's wait for this to go up to 500 and see if they take off, because I'm pretty sure I'm requesting sulfuric acid remotely on my planet. On our planet. There you go. There's really... somebody is coming to pick this up. There's a ship right here that could go right now. That would be faster. But okay, sure. Rest is all right. So we just need to worry about this, get some belts, come back, do some more of this. Sure sounds like a plan. Look at this back it up. It's annoying. It's either slightly more than 12 per second, or they had enough internal buffer that they're still emptying out. But it seems like these are just regularly mining or pumping. This one also just emptied out completely. So we're working through the buffer. Yeah, this one definitely is emptying slowly. Don't know if this will though. Anyway, we're gonna upgrade all of these to the highest tier belt just to make it go faster. There comes our sulfuric acid pickup. Boop. And go. Here you go, buddy. Where are you going? That's right. You're going home. Right there. Man, you're fast. That's what you think you are. Oh, come on, let me aim. Fine, good enough. First. Ooh, look at them all go. Logistics vessels everywhere. Ooh, crash into the oil refinery. I always underestimate how long this thing is. That's what she said. Local demand, remote demand, please. There you go. Ah, more. More! All of it. Glorious. 6K. Nice. So this is where we have the warpers. Did I not set the video? No, I didn't. Why do I have it on 5 and 6? Well, that's interesting. Because I've set this up to request them. But they will fill in this slot first. And this seems to be... there's 5 slots. This seems to be slot number 6 by default. That's cool. The question is, where is it taking it from? Because when these fill up, there's like, I don't know, 20, 100, whatever is in there. And this can fill up to 10,000 if I wanted to. Let's go 1,000. So, if I'm taking out of here, this guy will replenish from here. So I could as well just take it out of here and not touch this. That makes more sense, right? Because this is needed for these ships. I don't know. It's weird that that is automatically in there as a filterable item on slot 6. Hey, stop it! Wow. Well, I'm exactly where I want to be, actually. Okay, let's take 1, 2, 3, 4, 1,000. And then we're gonna also take 1, 2, 3, 4, 1,000. Yeah, that looks better. I'm gonna pick up some more of the foundations, which should be right over here. Actually, I can just click that from here. Why wouldn't I? If you take out of here, you right-click on the picture, and then you get the split slider thing. So you take one, take all. By default, it's set to the middle, I think. You can't really take it in multiples of stacks. You just have to slide along and see, well, you know, 5,007 or whatever is fine. And you can also put surplus back in here, so that's really not a big issue. Right, but we should have sulfuric acid coming in, which is needed. Not here. Glad we agree. Not here. So not here. Where is it? Where is it? It's right here. No. Okay, well, it's this one. Aha! 2,000 coming in. And it seems like we're producing, so some of the stuff must have arrived already. Yep, we are definitely producing. We just need more. There comes another 500. Ooh, more. We need massive amounts of that stuff. More, way more. Getting these guys now, that's perfect. Alright, let this sink in and, you know, even itself out and stuff. I should have everything I need to go back now. More solar panels, yup. Power poles, foundations. I still have sorters and stuff, that's good. Don't really need assemblers and tanks, but we have them anyway. Yeah, I think we're good. I'm gonna take some more of the planetary stations. Might as well set up more stuff over there. Oh, look at it. Our first one. I'm gonna take that. Boop. Have those 3 back. Lovely. And let's go back. How am I on warpers? I still have 11 left. Oh, that's fine. Warpers are being produced at some point. Which one was it? It's that one. Yep, it's that one. Nice. That's how you do that. Where's north? Oh, on the other side. Why wouldn't it be? You know, it's easier if you have your build menu out. Because then, at least, you get the checkerboard. The pattern. Whatever you want to call it. There we go. Alright, first thing. Boop, 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 boop. Upgrading these is not really necessary. Just the big belt. Thank you. But since we have them, I might as well use them. Oh, by the way, I've re-added the copy inserter mod, which I just want to show off, and then I realized there's actually no inserters here, it's all just bells. Glorious. Yeah, the copy inserter mod, which I've showed off before, that copies inserters along with buildings when you do like shift left click and you copy them somewhere, has been updated by 2 version numbers now. And supposedly all the crashes, all the game corruptions and all that has been fixed. So we're gonna try that a little bit. See what happens. I've done the whole Mega Factory, and I'm just gonna call it a Mega Factory now, on our new planet without that mod. And after a while, it is a pretty pain in the butt. I can tell you that much. If you have to do massive amounts of smelters and, you know, assemblers, etc. And then attach sawdust to them. It's absolutely glorious. Alright, this seems to be going quite nicely. How are we doing? Yeah. Empty out your internal buffer. Almost done. And that is looking good. I can live with that. Is there another area where we can do the exact same thing? Sulfuric acid and copper. This over here could be. It's hard to see when it's dark. This can be added up here if we have to. Oh, this right here, look at that. Right here. That's copious amount of sulfuric acid. Oh, we could do something interesting here. We can do... almost. Right, never you mind then. Put it at the equator. Why wouldn't I? Right there. That looks good to me. Alright, you're gonna go copper. You're also gonna do sulfuric acid. And it's local demand and remote supply. We did not bring any of these guys. That's not too bad though. They will come in from the outside world. That's fine. That. Don't need warpers. I don't know if that matters. I don't think so, because if I set this to 12 AU for warpers and we are only like 3 AU away anyway, then they're not gonna use any. Then again, must equip warpers could also mean you can't leave this planet unless you have some, so I'm not gonna risk it. Just gonna tick that and make sure that this stuff can go whenever it has to. How am I on miners? I brought 20, so yeah, I should still have some, sure. Also not worried about the coverage here. I just want to get as much as possible. If I don't get all of the nodes, that doesn't really matter. Then again, if you want as much as possible, you also want to fit enough miners in here, so... That looks so bad. It is what it is. That should cover that. Aha, gotcha. So then, you... can get it through here, that would be nice. There you go, that's a nice stretch. Didn't bring any, did I? No, I didn't bring any. But it's set up so we can use it later, so I'm gonna put on some belts. And probably here is good. Let's do something interesting here. Let's do something like this. Getting at it from both sides, why not? And this can probably be extended a little further over here because there's more room there. And this can go diagonally up here. And obviously we have all of the other side. Yeah, we can get resources in here, no problem. Now you. Instant connect, that's lovely. Getting 28 out of this right here, which is not picture perfect, but pretty perfect. So I take it as it is. Yeah, that looks awful. We're not gonna see it. Who cares? Right, north is up there. It doesn't matter where I connect. If I run power poles up here or if I try to run them over there, it's pretty much the same distance. So we're just gonna go from here up directly to the North Pole. You go here, and then I'm also going to put one here and probably one there so we can cover this area. I can't reach there. I'm just gonna use this little island in the middle here to get back to where I want to be, which is here. And yes, I could use the bigger poles, you know. They do consume power just for standing around. And they only really do a good thing by having a lot of range, which comes at that power cost, so it's not really that much of a good thing. And how is this completely off center? Oh, okay, well that's fine. And because they charge you, the Icarus, then again, I'm not gonna be here very often, so I don't need to be charged. So it doesn't really do anything for me. That's fine. How are we doing on power? 53.9 megawatts capacity. Probably the planet has turned a little bit and we have better coverage of the sun, I guess. Well, they're all getting sunlight, so yeah, I guess. How is wind over here? 80%? We could throw down could throw down some of those, is what I wanted to say, if my speaking capability didn't leave me right there. You're doing 240 out of your usual 300. You're doing 442 out of your usual 360. I think we're okay. We don't really need power here other than for the miners. Technically, I could disconnect this thing completely because we don't need to charge them here. They can come here, pick up their stuff, go back home and charge at home. No problem. That's all running. It's looking good. I think I want to connect this copper down here as well. How many more miners do I have? 6. Oof. Okay then. big lump right here. Lack of item. That's 6 already. Okay, sure. 29.4. That is actually quite good, because that is a belt. Oh, there's some iron ore in the way. How could it? How rude. So, how about then I don't do this, but instead this? Oh yeah, that's better. There you go. Let's bring some power with us since we're here already. Nice. There you go. And that seems to be fully backed up. Are you full? No. We're missing a belt? Yes. If it's not one, it's the other. Come on. Boom. Can't even see it moving. That's how fast it is. Look at it. Nice. Yeah, that's better. That is a little bit better. This is also backing up. Which means we must have enough at home, otherwise we should request more. If we're only requesting 600 out of the 10,000 or 6,000 that's here. These are already gone. Ships are still here. We can go in here, just for completeness sake. Huh. Okay, we need more ships to bring here. We could use a couple more miners. And more pumps. But it seems like we're doing good, so we don't necessarily need the pumps just yet, but we have set it up for the moment we need them. Having this maximum miners output is really, really awesome. Because look at this. This belt, that's 28 per second when you can do 30 per second. There's like 2 missing here, and there's 1 missing there and 1 right after. So this is a full belt as best as you can go. If I add 1 more miner here, I can probably just add 1 so I get these 2 nodes again, and then we should be at 30. Yeah, there's not much more you need to do. 30 is what you can handle. Obviously, if I can do 55 or something, well, just put it on 2 belts. There's more access ports here. I can do whatever I want here. It's lovely. How are we doing on power? Pretty good. We should now be able to produce that stuff, right? Yeah, we have all of that in abundance, except for the titanium alloy, which we now have. So let's go back home and see what's what. It's looking lovely. There's more ships coming in. And we are on 2. 2's over there. Right there. Go. Still have 9 warpers. Yeah, we're definitely on 2. Look at it. It's like, oh, you have some wounds there. Let me dress them for you, like an amateur, which is exactly what I did. That's why it looks like this. Uh-huh. We do have copper. It very much looks like it. There's more coming in, but we're backed up. We're backed up on ready smelted copper ingots as well. Are we low on titanium now? Really? I'm getting... Where am I getting titanium from? Not from here. Okay, well that's the other planet then. Need to pay that a visit and have a look. But so far, it's looking quite okay. Steel? Yeah, well, we have. It's okay. 18 per second down there. 400,000 left. Nice. Let's have a look at our sulfuric acid. Right here. Yeah, that's backed up nicely. And it's full. And yes, I am requesting 10,000 instead of the usual, as you can see, 5,000, 1,000, because I'd like to have that on hand. I'm also doing local supply here. If anybody else needs that, you just request all the things and then I'm gonna hand it out via drones. So I want a lot of that here, just in case things go south. But it's looking okay. It's not anywhere fast, so this is where we're missing the titanium right now, huh? Yeah, pretty much that's what we're missing. Steel is okay, titanium is not. So we need to get more titanium going. Oh, there's always something. Let's have a look if we finally have some logistics vessels. We should, but you never know. Put it right here. Nope. Still empty. You're missing thrusters, which need exactly what we are producing now with the sulfuric acid. Oh, nope, don't go skinny dipping right here. Where are my thrusters? Here are my thrusters. You are requesting, right? Yeah, demand, not getting any. But we have 38 in storage. Now that's great. Give me those. So they have been made, just not in just not in bulk. Did you get any of those? Maybe. Here, have these. How many do you need? 2. Okay, so we're gonna make a bunch of them. I only need 10, so 20 would have been enough. That's great. Then give me 18 of those back, so I can put them in here. Yeah, that's perfect. Only thing I don't like about this concrete texture is it makes everything glare at you as soon as you're in the sunlight. And currently, we're at exactly noon. So, like this, it's kinda okay. But as soon as you do this, it's like, oh, it's all just white. And the more you zoom out, the worse it is. If you can't see the icons anymore, it's too bright. So, here's an idea for a mod. Or, you know, it's early access, so a direct game change. Let me color these, please. In my color. Give me color options here. Like, if I pick these, it can't be too difficult to add another button in here. There's obviously room to say, okay, let's pick color. Or you right-click these and the color picker opens and you just get, I don't know, 16 colors for starters. Put in RGB value if you have to. I mean, people playing this probably know what RGB is, right? Come on, one more. Please? Hello? No, that's it? Okay, sure. I'm gonna take 19 then. Be like that. Let's take another 20 of those. Should be good on solar. Usually fill back up. Yeah, no problem there. And take another stack of these. What else? I think that's it. Yeah, looking pretty good. Okay, we're gonna go titanium grabbing, so definitely minus. I'm gonna grab some more. We have 2 stations, that should be enough. You can always use the local ones to transport to the big one, and then have that use that to transport stuff over here to this planet. So that should be good. Now where's my titanium smelting? It's all the way over there. You are set up to local supply or remote storage. That's correct. Local demand, remote demand, and there is some stuff coming in, just not much. So we're gonna go. Now that you're on the far side of the system, we're gonna go to you, because that's where I'm gonna get my fire ice and my titanium from. Why wouldn't I? Also, research seems to be coming along quite nicely. That's good. Where? It's you. Right there. That's where we're going. Oh, come on. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I feel the same. I could have used another warper. And again, we're not getting lenses yet, and without lenses... Sorry, I had to clean my mouse there. Without lenses, no warpers. And I don't want to get stuck there because I'm missing something weird where I need to go to my home system or starter system, because this is our home system now. And stuff like that. Yeah, you're short on power. What a surprise. Make it 3.5 megawatts, we need 10. 64% solar ratio, 70% wind ratio. I think I have a belt of wind turbines somewhere around here. Yeah, I can hardly call it a belt. There's more fire ice, lovely. Let's bait around a little more. This looks cold. Very, very cold. What do I have? 47? Sure. Don't even care. Nope. Not even a single bit. These should all be connected nicely to the main power grid, which means we should be getting quite a bit. 8.6 capacity, 8.8 demand, 8.7 roundabout. It's gonna be more in a little bit, so we're gonna keep placing these. It's gonna be more minus, which means faster resource gathering, which means more ships coming, which means more ships recharging, which means more power consumption. I found the Alps. If you don't know what the Alps are, go back to school. I don't know. Can't help you there, really. Although, it looks a little bit more like Tibet, right? High, but flat. And then you need the jaggedy edges and ridges closer to the south, where the Himalayas are. Now, if I confused you with the Alps, you probably have no idea what the Himalayas are. I'm just gonna stop here. How are we doing? 12 more. Nice. It feels like we're almost around the planet. I'm pretty sure it only feels like that. This seems to be a never-ending story. I could have started making solar sails and get the Dyson Sphere version 1 going, but honestly, I wanted to have you there for that. I want to have enough resources so we can really dig into it without having to wait extensive periods of time. Lack of item, finally. How much more? A lot. Right, never mind. And so right now we're just using this standard power setup. Okay, fire ice we're backed up. Titanium we are not, but we're also only using 4 miners here right now. 15.9, that's good. Let's dig in and add some more and then upgrade the belts as well. That looks okay. We're getting 29.4 out of this. That's cool. So, since I have the belts, might as well use them. That's 3 on top, 3 at the bottom. Excuse me. That is looking okay. That is still not fast enough. More titanium right over here, coming right up. Okay, let's see if we can min-max this a little bit better. Oh, come on. Fine. Oh, nice. That is some coverage right there. Hello? Why didn't you build? There you go. Output 39. Ooh, wow. Nope, wrong button. Aw. R, not T. Close but no cigar. Angle to white? Oh, it's right here. You know what? No, again. R. I'm gonna use this one. That That leaves you. That doesn't work. Then it doesn't matter, we go for that one. This is so lovely. How we in power now? I'd say that's quite fine. Goes up and down a little bit whenever we actually get some fire ice and some of these ships up there have to recharge, but other than that... yeah, it's looking quite nice. Could still do more. There is capacity here. You can do 600 now with all the research that I've been doing. You can do 70. Flight speed is quite nice. It's only gonna go up. Yeah, I feel like there's room for improvements here. Where is the next titanium? Down there. 3.4 million. I could make this its own station right in the middle here, get the fire ice as well, but then again we don't seem to need that much fire ice, and it's pretty much everywhere on the planet, so it's not really a matter of placement. That little bit of iron down there, this right here would be an outpost. This could also be one, just a local one, but that also means I need more power. If I can just run a belt, I'm better off. Fortunately, there's no titanium up here, close by. This is the closest one, so that's where we're gonna go. Is there any more room for attaching a belt? I can run one in here, no problem, and obviously I can run over the top and somewhere in on the other side, so yeah, I guess no problem there. How many more belts do we have? 159. That's not much, though. Oh, come on. Fine. Use that one. Now it's 75. Okay, that should be enough to get this set up. Famous last words. I have enough miners to set it on. It's 16. Let's get this big badge up here. 21. 27. That's a weird number. $30. 30.1. That's okay. That's still just one belt. That still only counts as one. I have 24 more. Lack of item. Okay, you know what? For you, I'm gonna use this, because you won't be able to get 30 on this little piece of belt. Why is this not connected now? I feel that's a mistake. Should be like that. Right. One here, one here. This is not going in because it's not yet connected. But we place it first. And that means the belt is available to be placed. We're not running short on belt on the last stretch and have to switch to a low tier belt and not be able to actually get 30, because if the last piece only can take 1 per second, then that's all you're gonna get through. Yeah, that's a little better. That is okay. And actually this belt is gonna stay like this. It's a fully maxed out belt, right? It's 30 per second we're getting over there. Consumption, satisfaction, yeah, we need some more power. Do I have... No, I do not. I do not have a solar array up here. I do have solar panels though, and I'm not afraid to use them. Might as well. I think that's one too many. Yep. Now this planet has an axial inclination of 19 degrees. You can see how much sunlight is down here, right? Nothing. You can see the sunlight up here right now, like all of it. Because that right here, that is the shadow. That is the almost 20 degrees. So half of the time there's complete shadow on that pole and half of the time it's complete shadow on this one. So this may not be a long-term solution right here. Right now it's good. Come on, do it right. Why did you not place that? You're so weird. It lines up here in the what? 1, 2, 3rd row. It didn't do that on the other planet. Must be a different size. It doesn't line up here as well, but that is because we're changing grid lines there. That is okay with me. Same issue right here. That looks familiar. Like, you're off-center no matter what you do. I hate that. This is right in the middle. Perfect. We have 5 more solar panels. Lack of item. But if it worked until here, then it will work for the rest of the way. Yeah, looking good. So we can come back with more solar panels if we have to. For now, I just have to connect them up so they actually do something. Let's put you there. There you go. 31.3 megawatts right now, consuming 24. I think we're good. Yeah, this is going up. As long as this is going up, we're producing more than we're demanding. That is actually all I want. Let's head home. I should have probably checked where home was before I left, but we're just gonna follow this guy. I can catch you. See? Told you I can catch you. Don't even try. Oh, this is cool. Splat. Cool. So, how are we looking? Yep, that's looking good. How about you? What about you? You. Yep, that's also looking good. The belt is backfilling. Nice. What are you missing? More of those, but we're making those. So, let's check on our basic resource situation. That was a weird landing. Right. The ore part of the belts is full. So we are getting maximum orage. That's a word now. That is good. We're just not smelting it fast enough. Well, we're smelting 40 per 2 seconds, so we're only getting 20 per second actually. I could set up another smelting array over here. That goes down fast, man. But we seem to be keeping up. Who needs titanium over here? Nobody so far. It's just you. And that is coming in, stacking up to 1,000, so that's looking good. We're down to 700. 300 are requested. Yeah, it's fine, it's working. This is almost full. And these are going out as fast as they are produced. You know what? 10,000. Stack it up. That is looking quite okay. If you would ever get any of those, you could actually make some thrusters. We have another 19. Glorious. Alright, so what is your problem exactly? You need these guys, for which we need the particle collider. And I want to get the particle collider making set up. Those guys. Well, again, I get the feeling I have to let this run for a while, so we can stock up on the alloy and produce all those resources that need the alloy. These guys, for example. They try to send stuff in. We have 34. So yeah, it's gonna take a little bit. Definitely gonna take a little bit. You're doing quite fine with resources. That's okay. Yup. Gonna have to let this run to build up some resources. As soon as that has built up a little bit, we should get out of this bottleneck. And as soon as we're out of this bottleneck, we can start doing more things. How is power? We're up to 200 something now. I think we were at 170 or so earlier. Yeah, stuff is starting to fly around for different reasons now. And to different planets, so we are consuming more than before. Still good though. Still only at half our production, and I can just easily expand this one more of these rows into each direction, north and south. We're making those modules, the turbines, the wind turbines, and the solar panels, and we have them in stock, so not a big deal. Anything over here that needs titanium? I don't see anything. Need the alloys over here. But yeah, that's, you know, that is going. It's just the thrusters now. This is so weird. I don't know how the system prioritizes what gets what first. You would think if there are 6 stations requesting, a 6th of whatever we have in stock would go, you know, round robin. It seems to actually do that. It's looking quite good. You know, I'm gonna put you back in here. I'm gonna take a full stack. I'm gonna take 2 full stacks. Otherwise I'll be running short again. So that's enough for 4 of these stations. Let's take 10. Sure, since we have them. And they are backing up. Alright, that's good. Whew. Okay, we keep it short this time. It's just gonna be a little bit of a shorter stream. It's Monday, and you know, Monday is always a bit of a hassle day, especially in software development. It's no news to anybody who does software development. And today was especially stressful, and it's going to be like this for quite some time. It's one of the reasons why I didn't stream on the weekend, because I just needed that time to recover, and I feel like I'm gonna need more of that time, which is unfortunate, but this game also does its best to help me recover. But you see, there's 60 hours into the game almost. I had to set this all up from scratch. And there is nothing here that we didn't have on our starter planet. It's just way more organized and is slightly bigger in scale. And cooler looking. Definitely that. Other than that, it's exactly the same as before. So I'm going to get started on some research now, if I can. I can't do any of these yet because we don't have the green signs, right? That's a bit of a thing. Coming down here, that's also green. That is green. I think I did everything I could over here that did not involve the next signs, and it seems I'm right with that. Cool. I could do all of this now. Solar sail life, it's probably a good thing to have. It will also allow our purple science to build up a little bit, because it's still produced, just not very fast, and if we're not using it, it has some time, right? So that is a thing. Technologies, where are we? Interstellar power transmission. Can only store the surplus electric energy in the power grid into an empty accumulator to make a full accumulator. It can also release the electric energy stored in the full accumulator. So this is basically, put a full battery in, I take the energy out, put an empty battery in, I fill it up. That's fine. Interstellar power transmission. It's just a battery charger. But okay, yeah, sure. We also want to get into this, so we can harvest gas giants, which needs a full battery, right down there in the bottom right. We can make the empty ones, we will still have to charge it. So this is just the first 3 sciences. Let's queue up those 2, and let's get that going. Ray receiver is needed as soon as we get into this actual stuff. Shooting... It's not a gun, it's an ejector. Ejecting solar sails into orbit of our sun, and then getting the energy from those solar sails transmitted to this ray receiver. So that is something I do want to do, and this is probably something that is going to be our next power generation. It's an upgraded solar energy, if you will, using consumable solar sails. Those. So we do want to get in solar sail life to make the most out of it. But I think we're going to do that over time. Just saturate whatever we can into the orbit around the sun and see how much energy we get. And then we improve the solar sails to twice their lifespan and see how much more energy we get out of the existing solar sails, so to speak. So, yeah. I'm going to queue this one up. The first one's already done. That didn't take long. Look at that. We are flying through this. Some glass. Some freaking crystal. Don't even know. Wave function interface. That needs 200 of those. Okay, let's get that as well. And then the quantum chip. And then we are done with this branch, and we're done with this branch. And we can focus on getting the science, the green one. I'm also gonna queue that up. It's just basic stuff we need here. And as soon as we have that, we need a lot of lenses to get this going. Or, best case scenario, we can also use that green science to get warpers. 1 green science, which is half a lens and half of that advanced processor thingy, turns into 8 warpers. That is quite cool. Quantum chip, that's the one. And that's just a processor with more glass, the special glass. No, it's this one. Which needs the crystal and the high-strength glass, which is glass and titanium and water. And this, best case, is rare optical grating crystal, and I think I've seen those somewhere. If we're not using those, we're using the titanium alloy quantum supercrystal cube thing. And hydrogen. That's a good way to get rid of excess hydrogen, actually. Doesn't really matter which one we use there. Flying in 6 crystals or making one of those titanium things, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so we're gonna queue that up. We managed to get through half of that already. Alright, I'm gonna stop it here. I'm gonna let this build up sometime tomorrow. And then I meet you guys back when I feel comfortable going forward, which may be tomorrow, if I'm not too tired. It may be the day after, it may be on the weekend. I don't know, honestly. Have a good one, thanks for watching, see you later.